Removing the control panel assembly. With the dryer disconnected, access the back side of the dryer. Use a towel to protect the unit. Remove the screws at the back holding the control panel assembly to access the main PCB. Disconnect the wire harness from the control panel and completely remove the control assembly. Remove the control panel assembly to access the main PCB. Remove the screw holding the main PCB assembly and the ground wire. Disconnect all the connectors from the main PCB assembly. With the dryer disconnected from power supply, remove the control panel assembly to access the main PCB. Place the wire harness inside the drum assembly. Use a plastic prying tool to lift the top panel. Remove all the screws at the front and top panel. Disconnect the wire harness from the door switch. Then remove the front cover assembly. Disconnect the sensor bar wire connections. Remove all the screws from the drum frame assembly. Carefully remove the drum frame assembly. Carefully access the pulley to remove the belt. Finally, remove the drum by lifting it from the belt. Dryer not working or heating. Remove the control panel assembly to access the main PCB. Disconnect the RY5 relay connector and the CN1 connector. With the dryer door closed, set the meter for continuity test, then check continuity from RY5 brown wire to CN1 brown wire. You should hear a beep. This means closed circuit. Open the door and test the door switch functionality with the meter set to continuity. When the door is open, there should be no beep. When the door is closed, the meter will beep. If your meter reads open, oh well, when checking RY5 and CN1 brown wires, proceed to disassemble the dryer for individual component test. Disconnect the wire from the TCO, high limit, and the heater. Check the resistance of the thermal cutoff. If open, replace the thermal cutoff. Check the high limit resistance. If the circuit is open, replace the high limit thermostat. Check the heater resistance. If open, replace the heater assembly. Check the belt switch assembly functionality. It has to change from OL to continuity when moving the idler pulley with the meter leads on the two terminals of the switch. Now, switch function by checking continuity from pin 1 and pin 2. Next, use a screwdriver to move the switch from its original position. With the meter set to continuity, you will hear a beep when moving the switch. If no changes, replace the motor. Next, disconnect the connector from the motor and proceed to check continuity at the motor winding. Pin 4 and pin 5 should read approximately 2 ohms. Pin 5 and pin 3 should read 2 ohms. If open, replace the motor. Put back the connector of the motor. Check the resistance of the TCO. If open, replace the thermal cutoff. Assembly is the opposite of disassembly.